I think obviously everyone can agree that not practicing all spring is an unfortunate outcome of business. It's a reality, and I don't think there's any resentment from players. But I hope that it's resolved before the real starts.
You don't see a rookie often criticize the organization before he ever signs a contract. What was your reaction to that?
Obviously, again, like I've said, it's not the best case scenario of how the spring could have gone for our first round pick, but there is a pretty serious business aspect to our profession, and he's taking counsel from his camp, and I don't. The main thing I want to say is I don't think to either of our defensive ends that there's not any harboring resentment in this locker room to them. And I really hope that both camps can figure this out, because we have a really good team. We've had a super productive spring, and you just don't want this to carry over into summer.
What does PA think of this? Because it's a fascinating case study. What's going on with Shemar?
It is, and I've looked at it's honestly it's hard to get all the information because you don't know what you're looking at. Twitter is Twitter, so I don't know really what the actual dispute is, and I think that it's very nuanced. I think from a PA perspective, always we don't want language in contracts that are going to be negative to players as far as guaranteed money. We're always trying to max the amount of guarantees that guys get. So it's a business negotiation, and I feel for Shemar that he has to this is his first taste of the league with kind of a lot of hate on the internet. Not hate, but Cincy Twitter doesn't mess around. So I hope that he can come and be super productive in fall and kind of get everyone back on his side. But again, I will reiterate, his teammates, this locker room, we are not harboring any resentment. We just hope that it gets resolved with upstairs.
One thing Cincinnati Twitter has pointed out is he hasn't taken a snap in the NFL. Has he earned the right to come in as somebody who hasn't played in the NFL and say what he did?
Well, I think another perspective you can even talk about is just how much money's at stake. So I think anyone in any position, any job, when it's that much money, things get very serious. So, I don't know if it's about earning the right. I think, maybe. No, I don't think there's anything about earning the right. I think there's just a lot of money at stake, and I just hope that we can resolve this, get him back on track, and have a great career in stripes.